Hello and welcome, friends. Nice to see you in here. I sorry about the wait there. I was having some significant problems with YouTube. It just did not want to cooperate, but we got there. We got there. It's working now, and there's an ad. So perfect timing. I should have run that first. Pro streamer, by the way. In any case, I didn't even get. Oh man, the creepy music did not. I did not like that at all. um, Great, great. I'm really glad the spooky redeems are back. So yeah, there's lights out. And there's the jump scare. Jump scare is a lot more expensive because it is extremely disruptive. And it's set up in such a way so that if you guys redeem one of them, I can't tell which one it is. The lights go out always, but I don't know if there's going to be a jump scare or not. And I end up sitting here with my heart racing, waiting for it because it is quite a sensory experience. And it works every time. So well played. Well played. Sorry, I was just putting buttons in. That was you? Amanda Panda, come on. Welcome in. Nice to see you. So today is a bit of an unusual stream. It is Canadian Thanksgiving this weekend. So I got Thanksgiving dinner to get to here. So I got a couple of hours to play a game. No like real extreme limits there. I was going to try and play something simple because it's October and I wanted to play spooky games for all of October. And I said that I was just going to play Iron Helm, my favorite dungeon crawl. It's not like, there it is. I leaned the wrong way. It's not like aggressively spooky, but I was told it was not spooky enough. Martina shattered my hopes and dreams. So instead, we're going to be playing Alien. Now, Alien isn't like Ghosts and Goblins spooky, but firmly into the horror category. So we're going to give it a whirl, see how it goes. God, I hate that music. I picked like a playlist. I used the... there's a tool now on Epidemic Sound where they... you can have it like sort of pick songs for you. And I was like, oh, pick atmospheric ambient songs that match the mood of Alien. And I think it did a good job. And I hate everything about it. So don't throw me under the bus. Oh, come on. It was you. We all know it. All right. So anyways, here we are. Let me, fix this thing in OBS. All right, so I got to finish a little bit of setup here, but this is our ship. We are going to try and survive. We got some little minis. The card cam course is not working. It's like a dumb OBS thing where I just sometimes have to, toggle it off and back on again. Sorry if this. That's probably better. There you go. Reset the power. Okay, so we got some minis in here. We got an alien. We got Ripley. Some characters here. All right. Not exciting. Like the alien. What's interesting is like the fidelity is pretty high on these sculpts, but the posing is like the most weirdly, like it's almost like everyone's like just like T-posed. Like it's just sort of, you don't hear the music. Are you serious? It's very ambient and not intense, but it's like creepy horror music. Really? Okay, well then nobody knows I was sitting here bitching about the music and nobody could feel my fear. That sucks. Why would you not be able to hear it? I mean, it could just be this track too. It's pretty quiet right now. Oh, it's very quiet. Yeah, that's sort of part of the deal. Right? That's part of the deal. Also listening on my phone. Oh, get out of here. Okay, so let's make sure we get this set up correctly, because I did not read the setup instructions. So we have morale in this game. It's alien. We're trying to, like, we can't kill the alien. The alien is going to, you know, absolutely obliterate it. Hate you. Trombone. Damn it. Of course it was you. Risto, thank you for that sub. Appreciate you. And a gift sub. Oh, you're too good to me. Thank you. And too good to Martina. Okay, so that was not nice, Trombone, but welcome in. So we got our little morale marker, which looks like the alien, you know, mouth dripping spit as it looks to devour us. Basically, if we run out of morale, we lose. Okay, so that's like our primary goal here, is to, we got a couple of objectives to do and then some final mission, which we don't know what it is. We're gonna have to pick one as part of setup here, but ultimately we need to complete our kind of fetch quest objectives and then our final mission before we run out of morale or we lose. So turns out being lost in space with a creepy alien does bad things for our mental health. Sir, did you forget something? Oh, well, I guess the bot still doesn't work. The bot's on, but I updated StreamerBot, the bot software I use, and it broke the quote function. And I totally forgot to look into it. You're absolutely correct. I should have done it. I didn't do it. And you could add some mean quote in there about how I failed to do it, except it doesn't work, so ha! Can't do it. All right, so we got some objectives. Encounters, I'm sure these are going to be fun. What could go wrong? We're going to have an encounter like every turn. And some reference material. Cool. Okay, we're not going to need the rest of those. Let's continue with setup here. So I think we're going to play two characters. I don't know. It gives no guidance whatsoever about how many characters to use or whatever. It's for 1 to 5 players. They just leave it to you to figure that out. All right, we got scrap tokens here. We can use these to craft items. So we're going to put some out in the garage. A couple other places. Med bay and maintenance. Do. All right. It's not going to work. Apparently, we were getting a bonus at work tomorrow for doing a good job. Tell me about the quotation part of that. Did you have you not been doing a good job at work, but you're getting a bonus anyway, or just is that just the arbitrary reason that you were given? Like, help me understand. But thank you for sharing. Deeply appreciate it, Risto. All right. So we got these guys here. These are going to be kind of the bane of our existence. These are our concealed tokens. So often we're going to have to place these out on the board. And every time we enter a space with one of these, we got to flip it over. Okay. If we encounter the cat, Jonesy, we lose 1 morale. Jerk. And if we encounter the alien, we lose 3 morale and have to run away. Okay. We start with 15, so 3 is a lot. A couple encounters with the alien, we're done. So we desperately want to avoid that, obviously. I don't think actually being able to avoid it is a likely outcome for us here, but we'll see. So I'm just going to take all of these and shuffle them up because some of the places on the board start with 1. All right, where do we start? I almost messed that up repeatedly, flipping them over. Okay. Garage, workshop, maintenance bay. Garage. The workshop. I assume they just mean maintenance when they say maintenance bay. Yeah. All right. Drop note in moderator forum and Discord. Okay, is that one to remind me of my homework is to fix the quote bot? I hope so. I mean, I think we were doing a good job, but someone was sleeping in the toilet last night shift and he probably also got that bonus. Okay, well, you know, it's a collective effort. Awesome. All right. Place 1 coolant canister token. These are coolant canisters. They look cool. Everything's got a little, you know, little distorted VHS chromatic aberration kind of vibe. So that's always nice. Where's our coolant canisters gonna go? Workshop, garage, maintenance bay. I'm kind of getting a vibe here that these are places we know where there's stuff to go. Oh, we also need... Oh, there are only 6 coolant canisters, and we just have to get them from these particular spots. Oh, damn. Equipment storage, mother. And hypersleep. Equipment storage is not a place we want to go. Generally, like, come on. The nest is there. I don't want to go anywhere near this. Never. All right. We got our other items off to the side of the board. We'll worry about those when we worry about those. Shuffle the objective cards. One card for each player plus 1. Okay, so we're gonna try and play 2 players. I don't know, on principle, I guess. And that means we need 3 objective cards. So, I have no idea what's on these. I've never looked at them. Let's see what we got. Prep suits. Drop 2 coolant canisters in suit storage. So, we need to pick up 2 coolant canisters and get them to suit storage, which is here, and then drop them. It's sort of a weird board gamey rules thing. You're explicitly allowed to drop them and then pick them back up again. Whatever. But it does take actions to do so. So we gotta prep the suits. Oh, good. We gotta encounter the nest. Bring an incinerator to the nest. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? And we have to have a crew meeting. All crew members in the galley with at least 1 scrap token in each crew member's inventory. Okay. So. That seems okay. We got our nice cast of characters here from Alien, and we're gonna use 2. We're just gonna shuffle these up and pick 2. Oh, I suppose if I knew they're like, yeah, these are unique, but I don't know who's who, so I could tell, but I'm just not gonna look. All right. We'll stop there. We'll take that one and this one. Who did we get? We got Ripley and Dallas. Okay. Easy. Cool. So, Ripley's got 4 actions that she can take. She's got room for 4 items, one of which can be coolant. Well, all of them can be coolant, one of which can only be coolant. Dallas, kind of the same deal, except 5 actions. Now, his special ability is nothing. He's not special at all. Okay? Ripley's special ability is that she can move other crew members 1 space. And with actions in this game, we can do the same action multiple times and whatever. So she's kind of like the dispatcher in Pandemic, you know? Gets to move people around the board. Always handy. All right. We've got our final mission. We pick one of these at random. We don't reveal it unless we are successful in completing our other 3 objectives. So, let's take this one. We'll just keep it over here for safekeeping. We'll look at it later. If we get there. We get to shuffle our encounter cards. The basic gameplay loop is really simple. We're going to take actions like one character is going to play. You know, obviously, usually if you're playing with more people, each of you would control 1 character. So you're going to take your actions and then resolve an encounter card. And then the next player goes. And so on and so forth until either we run out of morale or we complete our final mission. There's also some limited potential that the ship explodes, in which case it's sort of implied that we lose. If we're on the ship and it blows up, well, we're in a better place maybe, but we didn't succeed. All right. So these... place them on the space indicated on the game board. There is not a space for these encounter cards. They lied to me. Rules editing error. That's okay. We'll just keep those there where they're handy. Okay? Place the alien in the nest. Fabulous. For a more challenging game, we're not doing that. We got Ripley. And got Dallas. Oh, it even tells us what the sculpt is on the top. Like, it's written there. That's cool. They actually did, like, they did a surprisingly, like, this is an inexpensive game. They did a surprisingly good job on these. It's interesting how much better, like, minis are in board games now compared to, like, 5-10 years ago. They were just, like, blobs that sort of approximated things before. And now, like, they're usually okay, you know? That's fair. It blows up. We die. It's true. It's true. All right. The player who most recently had a Cass hiss at them goes first. Otherwise, the oldest player goes first. Well, I'm both of those things in this case. We're going to start with Ripley and then proceed to Dallas. You know? All crew members start in the galley. Okay, so we're up here in the galley. We know that Ripley's special action is that she can move other crew members. Good. And the only thing we need to know in order to play is this is all on this card. So here's the actions that we can do. So Ripley's got 4 actions. Dallas has 5. So we can move 1 space. A space is exactly what it sounds like. Anywhere with like a border or whatever on here counts as a space. So like moving into... oh, that's not where I wanted. Like, you know, it's 2 spaces between the maintenance bay and the workshop, for instance. 1, 2, easy peasy. Okay. We can pick up and drop items. So with one action, we can pick up any number of scrap or a single item. Okay. We can craft or use our special ability. So nice and easy for us. Dallas doesn't have a special ability. He just gets an extra action. But crafting is detailed on the back. So we know, for instance, we're going to need to craft an incinerator because that's one of our objectives, is to go into the nest with an incinerator. Awesome. So we're going to need 4 scrap in order to incinerate the nest, or to build the incinerator. And we can trade. So we can trade items across crew members for an action. We have to obviously be in the same space. And that's kind of it. This is it, James. Nice. Deserved. Yeah, I think that's it. So let's take a look at the incinerator, because it just looks cool. We get to build this eventually here. So the items do allow us to do like some stuff. It's listed in here, whatever. Important thing to know is that we can like use the incinerator and basically scare the alien off, send him to the nest, right? But we got to bring it to the nest, so probably that's not going to really work out. I don't know, whatever. We'll see how this is going to go. Okay, we're going to take actions. We're going to resolve an encounter. We're going to win the game. I'm sure of it. Okay, so let's remind ourselves. What are our goals here? We got to prep suits. We got to drop 2 coolant canisters in suit storage. Suit storage is right here. Not too far away from where we are right now. But of course, we need to gain the coolant canisters. We also need to have a crew meeting. We all need to be in the galley. That's where we're at right now. But we need at least 1 scrap token on each crew member. So, oh God, that was awful sounding. I hate this. Okay, amazing. Maybe I need, for spooky things, I need more like cheap redeems to play stupid sounds that I hate. I didn't realize that they were so annoying to me. But here we are. Man, it is windy outside. Holy crap. Okay. So let's try and pick up some scrap, meet back at the galley, and we'll see if we can pick up some cooling canisters on the way. So, of course, our best bet here, divide and conquer, right? We're going to send Ripley up this way. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay. She's going to head up this way to pick up all the stuff that's here, all the cool loot. And we're going to try and get Dallas to get this other cooling canister, and then down here where there is some scrap. And we're going to see how terribly that goes for us along the way. Okay? So, let's do it. Okay, Ripley is going to go first. She's got 4 actions. She is going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not the most exciting turn, but we got to start somewhere, right? She can't pick anything up because that also requires actions. We're out. So, encounter. We're going to flip and resolve an encounter card. Order 937. Meet me in the infirmary. The active crew member moves to the med bay. If Ash is in the ship and no crew members with him, move him 2 spaces. Okay. Ash is how we make the game harder. We're just not going to worry about that. I'm glad I spent the entire turn moving, only to then immediately just get sent to the med bay. Fabulous. The good news is there's scrap there. The bad news is that's where Dallas was gonna go. So we might have to improvise. So it's Dallas's turn now. He's got 5 actions. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, and pick up this scrap. We can have any number of scrap on each character. We could alternatively pick up that coolant canister, but we'll do that next time. We'll worry about that later. We need the scrap in order to build the incinerator. We need 4 scrap. We're halfway there. We're living the dream. Ah, God, that is abrupt. Thanks for nothing. It was Martina, wasn't it? It totally was. You know, we have to pick up the cool thing using this cool thing we got from the other cool thing. Yeah, it's exactly how it works. Okay, so we got an actual encounter card. A for realsies one. Okay, so let's resolve this correctly. So, the alien's gonna move. Oh, they even give us... Okay. God. Okay, the alien's gonna move 1 space towards the closest person, which is just out of the nest, right? If we did encounter the alien, we would lose 2 morale, but we don't. And then we're gonna put some stuff out here in suit storage. Okay, so we're gonna put out 2 scrap and a conceal token. Now, we need that scrap, but concealed tokens generally mean we're encountering the alien or something like that, right? We don't want to do that. We don't like the alien. We hate the alien. The alien hates us. All right, that's it. Nothing too exciting there. Okay, it's Ripley's go. So we're going to spend 1 action. We're going to pick up this scrap. Now, if we were feeling brave and or stupid, we could just move towards suit storage. The rest of the scrap we need in order to make the incinerator is there. And by having that scrap on us, we could then meet in the galley afterwards. We can loop around, meet in the galley. What could go wrong? Oh, it totally worked. Yeah, I got my butt kicked by that redeem. All right, so we spent 1 action picking up scrap. 2, 3. Oh. Okay, we're just getting it over with. We're going to resolve this right now. What do we find? Nothing. Boom. It's fine. We're done here. Shuffle that back in. Keep on keeping on. Okay, what's our encounter card say? The alien is going to move 1 more space. Now he's going to actually start moving towards people, I guess. And we're going to add some scrap and an encounter, or not an encounter, a whatever the hell they are, concealed thing, token. Concealed token. Oh, God. I thought for sure that was a jump scare. I thought for sure, but I was wrong. Well played. Well played. Okay, 2 scrap in the galley. And a conceal token in the galley. Great, because, you know, we don't have to go right back there. And now it is Dallas's turn. He has 5 actions. He's going to pick up this cooling canister. Boom. And he's going to move to the galley. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do we got? Nothing. Suspense is high. We're waiting for the alien to creepily devour us. All right. What's her encounter? Just wait, she says. Oh, great. Okay, so the alien is going to come. He has to move towards the closest crew member. So I think the closest crew member is Ripley. These two spaces are connected by this ladder. The alien uses the ladders as well. So we're going to move there. We're going to add a scrap to the bridge and a conceal token to the bridge. All right. We're back to Ripley. Ripley's going to pick up this scrap. She's then going to craft an item. She's going to craft that incinerator. We're doing it. Oh, wait, but if we there's an order of operations here. We're not going to craft yet. We're not going to craft yet. So that was one action to pick those up. 2, 3 actions. Okay. And then that means we've completed our first objective here. We've had our crew meeting. All crew members meet in the galley and have at least 1 scrap token in each crew member's inventory. I got 4 scrap tokens on Ripley, 2 on Dallas. We met back in the galley. We said, yeah, some jerk keeps doing this weird jump scare thing with the lights. And we're feeling better. Okay, so that's my 3rd action. My 4th action, I'm going to spend this 4 scrap. And I'm going to craft the incinerator. Boom. Okay, we can use this twice. When we do so, it basically sends the alien back to the nest. Has to be within 3 spaces of us in order to do that. But what we're hoping to do, of course, is to make a mad dash to the nest to encounter it to finish this objective while the alien's not there. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? All right. Alien's moving 1 spot towards us. Down in equipment storage. Making their way. The alien moves extremely slowly. We're going to put out 2 scrap. 1 conceal token. We're going to keep on keeping on. Okay, so it's Dallas's turn. Do we need this scrap? Is there any reason why it makes sense for Dallas to pick it up? I mean, crafting items would be good to be able to do. I don't know how much they generally take. Where did my quote go? Where did my posture check go? Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't see that. I'm really trying. To sit well here. I think I'm doing a pretty good job. Okay, basically everything good costs 2 scrap. Or 3, I should say. 3. You know what? We're going to spend 1. I'm going to choose to believe. Dallas is going to spend 1 scrap. He's going to make a cat carrier, which he is then going to use to catch Jonesy. That's 1 action. 2, 3, 4, 5. He's going to go get that coolant canister. All right. Whoop. Alien's gonna get to us. We're gonna lose morale. I don't want that to happen. Okay. It is Ripley's turn. 4 actions. She could pick up the scrap. It's right there. But I think she leaves it and goes 1, 2, 3, 4. She's got this incinerator. We want to finish that move, that objective. Oh, I left that card on top of the whole thing the whole time. Whoops. Order 937, collating data. Each crew member loses 1 scrap. If Ash is in the ship, move him 2 spaces. Okay. Ash is not here. We each lose a scrap. Goodbye, last scrap off of Dallas. We've got none left. But a really easy thing. This better work. Of course this is going to work. Of course. Okay, it's Dallas's turn. 5 actions. 1, pick up the cooling canister. All right, so in order to get to our final mission, we had to have a crew meeting. We discussed the lights, the weird flickering lights. Done. Okay, we got to encounter the nest. We got to bring an incinerator down to the nest. Ripley, way over here, has the incinerator, has to move 2 spaces. We will achieve this one next turn, provided the alien doesn't somehow destroy us. Okay, we also need to prep suits. We got to bring or drop 2 coolant canisters in suit storage. So the good news is that Dallas has 2 coolant canisters now. 1, 2. The bad news is that this is suit storage where the alien is right now. So I think what we're going to do, we have no special ability. We have no scrap with which to craft or anything, but we can go 1, 2, and I think we're gonna just like hang out there. We're gonna chill. Oh, the alien's gonna come for Ripley, isn't she? Okay, so we gotta bait the alien. How far away would we be? 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. Okay. Dallas is gonna do us a solid. And he's going to bait the alien in this direction so that Ripley can make it to the nest. And then he's going to do like a little, you know, to try and get over to suit storage and avoid the alien. Thanks for that, Lark. Gotta go win a game of League. Good luck. Good luck. All right. Dallas is done. What happens? Oh, shit. Lost the signal. Return the alien to the nest. Place a concealed token in each room where no crew members or concealed tokens are present. Shuffle all alien encounter cards back into the... Okay. A concealed token in each room. That's a lot of concealed tokens. And the alien ended up back in the nest where Ripley is. All right, I think we actually literally don't have enough concealed tokens to do this because maybe rooms aren't. These got to be rooms. It's not just. Maybe it's only. Not hallways, but actually rooms. That would make sense because then there's enough like tokens for all of them. Mostly. Is that everything? Is that all the rooms? I don't think we need to put one in the nest. Okay. Oh, hypersleep. We missed one. All right, well that worked out exactly wrong. Okay. Ripley's just gonna be a little intense here. It's her turn. Oh, I gotta shuffle this back in. Damn. I don't think we put those other cards back. So I think there's a slow bit of attrition here, which I don't care for. But that's just the way it's going to be. Okay, so Ripley is going to go 1. Oh, I guess there shouldn't be a token here because that's not a room. We decided. Rightly or wrongly, that's what I figured. Yeah. All right. So 1, 2. Okay. If we voluntarily encounter the alien, like we have to on our turn, we lose 2 morale, and then we need to run away 3 spaces, and our turn is over. But we did encounter the nest. We brought the incinerator to the nest. We just tried to fire it up, and it kind of failed. And we got scared and we ran away. Ah! So we have to run 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. We're going to run back towards equipment storage here. Oh, that's suboptimal. We found an alien card. Stock. So he's going to move 3 and do 3 morale worth of damage. Use caution while navigating an M-class starfreighter. Dark passages can hide obstacles and hazards. Yeah, obstacles and hazards, I believe. Okay, so the good news is we ran away from the alien. The bad news is he didn't love us being on his turf. 1, 2, 3. He catches up to Ripley. We immediately lose 3 morale. We're a third of the way to losing the game now, suddenly. And we have to immediately run away and move 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Sucks to suck, but it is Dallas's turn. Oh, wait, hold on. When we encounter these, we have to resolve them. So we go 1. It is thankfully an empty corridor. No big deal. 2. We lose another morale. Fabulous. The alien reaches up the ladder and grabs for our ankle, and we continue our slow descent into madness. 3. All right, now it is Dallas's turn. 1, 2, 3 to drop these 2 coolant in here, and we have prepped the suits. We've prepped the suits. That is our 3rd objective. We now get to reveal our final mission. If we complete it, we win. If we run out of morale, which we're half out of now, we're slowly going crazy, then it's over. Working in deep space presents unique challenges. Cooperation is the key to returning home in one piece. We're going to blow up the ship. What could go wrong? What could go wrong? We're going to blow up the ship. All right. Place all discarded coolant canisters into equipment storage. Self-destruct. Self-destruct. Okay, so place all discarded cooling canisters. So that must mean any that are just laying around, I would presume. Into equipment storage. Equipment storage is right down here. You know, right adjacent to the alien. What could go wrong? The active crew member takes a self-destruct tracker. That's this guy. And puts 4 countdown tokens on it. I guess those would be these. I don't like this. I don't like the way that these assemble. 1, 2, 3, 4. At the start of that crew member's turn, 1 token. I'm gonna infer it means remove 1 token. Okay, if the crew member with the self-destruct tracker starts their turn with 4 tokens, the Nostromo and her crew are destroyed. All crew members must assemble in the airlock with 1 coolant canister and 1 scrap each. Are you serious? That's horrible. Okay. So we have to go down to equipment storage to get those cooling because all of them are there. That's the pile of them. That is the alien. We are so screwed. We are so screwed. Okay. So the good news is we still have 2 more actions. We could go get one out of there. I don't think we have time to sort of like dilly-dally and, you know, run around with the alien here. I think we have to just suck it up. Go 1, 2. And know that the alien's probably going to catch us this turn. Just like this. Okay, so we put a little bit more scrap in hypersleep. The alien moves to us. We take 2 morale worth of damage. I don't think we can ever gain morale. And we have to run 3 spaces away. So we have to get over here to the airlock, but we also need scrap. So we're kind of abusing this to go 1, 2, 3. Dallas can go up here and get at least 1 of those scrap. We can pick up any number. But everyone needs a coolant canister, which means Ripley's got to come down here and the alien can't be there when she arrives or it won't work. Okay, so Ripley's turn. We're gonna go 1, 2. She can also share scrap. I suppose that's an option, but we can't. We still gotta get that coolant canister no matter what. I feel like I should have had a token in the galley because I haven't been there and we had put one in every room. So there should have been one there. It was nothing. Not that many left over. I don't know if they might all be nothing. Anyways, her special power is she can move another crew member 1 space. So she's going to move Dallas 3, 4. What's the encounter? Nothing. Empty hallway. Good. Good. Okay. Encounter deck. Order 937, collating data. Each crew member loses 1 scrap. Didn't need it anyway? That's it. Okay, so that doesn't help us. The alien didn't move. All we needed was the alien to move. I guess we still have the incinerator. What am I doing? I could have just incinerated to run him away. Okay, that's next turn, I guess. So, Dallas is going to go 1, 2. What do we find? Empty space. Tension is high. I don't like that. I don't like that. 3, we're going to pick up all this scrap. 4, 5. The alien is hunting us. Ah, I dropped the card right as you did that. That sucked. The timing was so unfair. I hate you, Martina. I hate you. I actually adore you, but for the purposes of this, I hit the thing on the table right as the lights went out. I was like frantically flubbing and failing, and that was just mean. Okay, so the alien's gonna move 2 spots. 1, 2. This is actually fabulous for us because it's Ripley's turn. We've got the incinerator, and we need the alien to be within 3 spaces of us. If the alien is within 3 spaces, send it to its nest. All right, let's incinerate that ugly, stinky, goopy alien. Boom. That's 1 action. 2, 3, 4. Oh, and I guess one of these is gone. All right, it's Dallas's turn. So the question is, does Dallas try to like go get extra scrap or something in case we lose more? Or he's got 3 more turns. Or wait. Oh, I see. Of course, I'm doing this backwards. I'm supposed to add this to it. If I start my turn with 4 or more. Okay, because I could go 1, 2, 3, 4 and pick that up. 5. It's only 1 scrap. But if we find one of those stupid discard a scrap card thing, it might be the difference maker. Because otherwise we're just sitting here in the airlock. Doing nothing. Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect timing. Yeah, it sucked. No! Okay, the alien is stalking us. 1, 2, 3. He is right outside. We don't like that at all. But he didn't get to us. So it's Ripley's turn. She can go 1, 2, 3, 4. Dallas's turn. Oh, I should have done this last time. It was empty anyway. Okay, 5 actions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alien's gonna move 1 towards us. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, he's gonna go after Ripley. The garage. I'm not gonna bother putting this stuff out, honestly. And it's Ripley's turn. 1, 2, 3. 4. What do we got? 3. 3 from the alien encounter. I feel like I've messed this up too. Am I supposed to run when that happens? Oh, we're gonna lose the game. We're gonna lose 3 morale. The alien immediately appears there, which I didn't do last time. I think we've only had 1 encounter like that, but I screwed it up for sure. And then I have to run 3 spots away. And my turn is over, but we don't do an encounter phase. The problem is that the alien's in the frickin' airlock. Why there, of all places? I don't think we have anything useful to do on Dallas's turn. We have to basically win next turn, though. So we're just going to move him 1 spot and hope that the alien just gently walks towards us and we can send him to the nest with the incinerator. He does. He does walk gently towards us. All right, it is Ripley's turn. We're going to use our incinerator. This is our last use. It is gone, but we send the alien to the nest. And we can, that was 1 action. 2, 3, 4. We're here with a coolant and a scrap. On the absolute last turn, if we start our turn with 4 tokens, on the last turn possible here, as long as this encounter doesn't screw us. Alien moves 1 towards us. It's fine. He's licking his wounds back at the nest. And then it's Dallas's turn, and he's going to move here. All crew members must assemble in the airlock with 1 coolant canister and 1 scrap each. Did it. On the last possible turn. Not even close. Not even close. All right. I have no idea or sense of if this was like typical levels of difficulty or not. Yikes. That didn't feel super hard. I made like 1 mistake there. I don't think it would have affected the outcome of the game at all. I don't know if the objectives we got were easy ones or what. Also, I feel like this game probably scales with player count. You know, you're probably a lot more likely to encounter the alien in the event you have multiple characters sitting around, because the alien's potentially moving multiple times then between turns, right? If you had just one character, it's always running you down. But you could, like, I don't know, like if you had 5 characters, if I just took my turn and then 4 other turns are going to happen and the alien's moving towards me, I'm going to get caught, right? So I wonder. I think maybe we're going to try to min-max the difficulty here a little bit, see what happens. We're going to try this again, and we're going to try with 3 characters. I don't think that'll be too hard to run. The actions, the turns are extremely discreet and straightforward. But we'll try 3 characters, and we will try putting Ash in the game, which is basically just another like pain in the butt. If you run into them, you lose another morale. So I think let's check. GG, it's fine. You're right. Oh, great. So Ash removes all scrap when he encounters it. If he encounters crew, you lose 1 morale unless you discard a scrap token. Okay. Not crazy. Oh, this is an important note on here. No cats or aliens were hurt in the making of this game. All right, so let's get this set back up. We may or may not have the same characters. I don't know. We're just going to shuffle them up. Actually, you know what? Let's just try. There's 5 characters, I think. Let's try the other 3. Boom. Brett, Lambert, Parker. So we have way fewer actions generally, 3 only, but we do have more special stuff we can do. Okay. Parker. Sculpt seems extremely huge. Lambert. Brett. Very casually, just, you know, smoking, no big deal. All right. The one thing I do not remember from the setup is what starts where. So we're going to take all the concealed tokens off and reshuffle them, I think. We had the cat character, or cat carrier rather, but we never did find Jonesy. A shame. All right. So we're going to shuffle these concealed tokens. I think this is all of them. And we're going to put... Oh, we'll do scrap first. We'll do this in order. Garage. 2 scrap. Mother. 2 scrap. Med bay and maintenance. There we go. Okay. Sealed tokens in the garage, the workshop, and the maintenance bay. You know, the lower level where we might encounter a friendly alien. Totally friendly. And then coolant canisters in the workshop, the garage, the maintenance bay, equipment storage, mother, and hypersleep. All right, we're gonna try new objectives. We'll just set those ones aside, and we'll try a new final mission. We don't want to blow up the ship again. So what's our next 3 objectives? Oh wait, we get 4 now. We have 4 objectives to complete because it's number of players plus 1. And this will be our next final mission, which we have no idea what it is until we get there. So what do we got? we'll take our chances in the shuttle. Drop 2 coolant canisters in the docking bay. Okay. Drive them into the airlock. Bring an incinerator to the airlock. That worked out for us last time. Where is it? Bring a flashlight to the med bay. We got to do a little more crafting this time. Check the hypersleep chamber. Bring a motion tracker to the hypersleep chamber. Now, I think motion trackers only cost 2 to craft, and I do believe that Brett gets a discount on crafting or something like that. So, let's figure that out. Parker. Spend an action. Add 1 scrap to your inventory from the scrap pile. So he just gets to take one like from off the board. Like just from the supply. But only once per turn. But hey, we need a lot of scrap. That's big. Spend an action. Look at the top card of the encounter deck, and you may put it on the bottom of the deck. Also handy. That could come up like in some clutch moments. And then Brett, reduce the cost of any item that costs 2 or more scrap, but buy 1 scrap. Items don't take an action to craft. Okay, so we want Brett to make all the stuff, basically. Our encounter deck is all shuffled up. Maybe I'll give it one more riffle. And then I'm not sure where Ash starts. Starts in the med bay. But he only moves, I think, on some of those cards. So he moves towards scrap or the nearest crew member. Okay. I think we're ready to go. So I guess Parker's going first. So what do we got to do? We got to get 2 cooling canisters into the docking bay, which is right here. There are 2 coolant canisters nearby. We have nobody with a ton of movement, like what's his face, Dallas there. We got to craft an incinerator, which is ridiculous. But Brett gets a discount of 1, so it'll only cost him 3 scrap to do it. So I think that we can send Brett up here to get this scrap, and that would be a good way to get our incinerator. We also need to bring a flashlight to the med bay. What's a flashlight cost us? 2. Okay. And we need to bring a motion tracker to the hypersleep chamber, which also costs us 2. Okay, so Parker's going to just grab one of these from nowhere. Now, I could drop it. That would be a second action. Then I could pick it up with Brett or whatever and craft something immediately on Brett's turn. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to just drop that scrap right there. That's 2 of our 4 actions. And we're going to start moving Brett, or Parker rather, towards the hypersleep chamber. What do we need to bring to the hypersleep? A motion detector. Maybe we won't go there. Where could we go instead? You know what? We could go this way. We could start moving towards this equipment storage. Get some stuff down there. All right, Parker, you done? What do we got? Hey, look at that equipment storage. The alien's going to move 1 towards us. And we're going to put conceal token and 2 scrap down in equipment storage. All right, Lambert, what are we going to do? She can look at the top card of the encounter deck. Let's do that. It's not a spicy one. So we know that the alien's only going to move 1. That's good. And she's got 3 actions left. She's going to leave that scrap there, and we're going to leave this. We're just going to let Brett go pick that scrap up. So I guess we're going to move towards... You know what? We might just hang out. Brett could craft and then trade the motion tracker or the flashlight so that we could go do those other things instead of going there and then having to go back. We're just going to hang out. We're going to hang out. Alien's going to move. We're going to put scrap in the bridge. That's good for us. Concealed counter there. Not great. It's Brett's turn. Okay, he's going to pick up this 1 scrap. That's 1 action. He only has 3. He can then craft 1 with a discount of 1. And it doesn't cost him an action. So he'll spend that 1 scrap to craft a motion detector. Because we got to bring a motion detector to the hypersleep chamber. So, boom. He's only used 1 action. Crafting doesn't cost him 1. But his second action, he'll trade this, pass it over here. And then his third action, he's going to move towards this other stuff. All right, we're putting more scrap in the med bay. And one of these tokens. All right, Parker. You're going to just pull a scrap out of nowhere. Think. 1, 2, 3. Maybe he's not going to pull a scrap out of nowhere. He'll get that scrap instead. Okay, so he's going to move down 1. Got to reveal this token. Crap. We found ourselves an alien. So cool to find other board game streamers. Oh, welcome in. I'm pretty sure we need to play this together. Jared, are you a big Alien fan? Sorry, I was deep. I was, heads down in Alien there for head down for a second, and I didn't see you come in. Trombone, thanks for doing that shout out. And let me I'm gonna give you a follow real quick. Glad to hear that you stream board games. Oh, it looks like just started. So A, you just were streaming, and B, 5 followers. Okay, let's give Chrissy Cross a follow. It's the least we can do, friends. Yeah, board game streaming is kind of my deal. I like board games a lot. And yeah, that's what we do here. We play physical games on the table. Yeah, today I for the month of October, I'm playing spooky games. And I know Alien isn't ghosts and goblins spooky, but it's scary. So it felt like it fits the vibe well enough. So here we are. We just started again. I played through this once before and we won, and we're just playing again. We kind of upped the difficulty a little bit. We're trying with 3 characters and seeing how that goes for us. So let's get back to it. Jared, nice to see you. You love Alien. Okay. How do you feel about more recent things in the Alien kind of universe? Tell me about that. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, Allison, look at you. Yeah, I do have to leave for Thanksgiving here, but I got a couple hours yet. So, okay. So bad news for us. Let's make sure I resolve this correctly, because I know I messed it up last time. Alien moves to us. So yeah, we just got absolutely screwed because we wanted to come down here, loot all this good stuff, and instead the alien immediately moves here. We lose 1 morale, which I didn't reset. So we start at 15 morale. I think there's no way to regain morale. If it's gone, it's gone. So we lose 1 morale, and then we have to run 3 spaces away, and our turn is over. So that sucks. 1, 2, 3. Let's just go back to the galley and hang out. But we do not flip an encounter card this turn. That essentially was our encounter. Currently have a metric ton of veggies in the oven. Are you having anyone over? We are going over to my mom's place for Thanksgiving, and looking forward to that. All right, let's get one of our objectives done. So we have 4 objectives to do. Okay, these 4 over here. So we have to take our chances in the shuttle. We need to bring 2 coolant canisters to the docking bay. We have to drop them there. We don't have any coolant canisters yet. We're not even close. Okay, we got to bring an incinerator to the airlock. We need 4 scrap to build an incinerator. We're not even close. We need to bring a flashlight to the med bay. We don't have a flashlight. We're not even close. And finally, we need to check the hypersleep chamber. We need to bring a motion tracker to the hypersleep chamber. Now this we do have. We built it last time. Brett crafted it for us. And we're gonna walk our butt over to that hypersleep chamber right now. It's way up here. We got 4 actions. We can go 1, 2, 3, 4, and boom. We complete this. We cannot pick up that cooling canister yet. Next time. Also, the motion detector, it has infinite numbers of uses, so it's quite handy to have. And it lets us reveal one of these concealed tokens, the thing that screwed us over with the alien earlier, from up to 2 rooms away. If it's the alien goes there, but we don't immediately lose morale. So super handy to have. Unfortunately, we need to build a bajillion items, so this is the one and only motion tracker we're going to be getting. Spooky's coming over to play Magic and eat all the food? That sounds like the most traditional Thanksgiving I've ever heard of. Magic and, you know, time with friends. Classic. I love that for you. That's awesome. All right. What's our next encounter? Oh, it's quiet. No big deal. That's definitely not an alien. Don't worry about it. Okay, he's going to move towards the closest target. 1 spot. We're going to add a couple scrap to suit storage where he's hanging out, as well as one of these concealed tokens. And now it's Brett's turn. We only get 3 actions, and we basically have to move into a spot with this encounter token. So we're going to hope that this is empty. It is. No alien to be seen. That's 1 of our 3 moves. I think we just move up to here. 2, 3, and then we'll have a really big boy turn next time. Because picking up that 1 scrap just kind of sucks. All right. What's the encounter? The workshop. Okay, so the alien's going to move 1 more spot towards us. We got some problems. There's a little bit of scrap down in the workshop. And there already is a concealed token there, so we're not going to add another one. It's looking like it might be time to run away, I think. Aggressive running. Okay. We're going to use his ability to gain a scrap because I regret not doing that last time. And then we're going to go, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Please don't be an alien. Please don't be an alien. No alien. No alien. All right. We're unfortunately out of actions, so we cannot loot this cooling canister or that scrap yet. But that is fine. Our time will come. Our time will come. Start singing Brave Sir Robin Rat. Whoa, 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 whoa. Come on. Trombone. That was a strategic retreat. Okay? We are the chief engineer. We are extremely valuable in, like, doing science things. Building, you know, various alien detecting apparatus. Yeah, strategic retreat. Get out of here. Okay. So, what's going to happen here? Oh, the galley. Nice. That happens to be where he is. Isn't that lovely? You know, speaking of running away, there's a problem in and around. Oh, that's not going to work. Ah. It was Martina, wasn't it? I bet you it was. Oh, it's trombone. That's your response. Get out of here. All right, we got problems in and around this area. This is a dead end. So, Brett, Yeah, it was nice knowing you. Okay. Is it worth it to use her ability to look at the top of the encounter deck or not? Also, I think the scrap just gets immediately removed on Ash's spot. Okay, we're picking up this coolant canister for sure. You know what? We're just going to run for it. 2, 3, 4. We're not going to look at the deck. We don't need to look at the deck. How bad could it be? It's fine. It's fine. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Haha! So the alien's going to come this way. Fabulous. 2 more scrap. Up where we're at. That's huge for us. And we don't put a concealed token, I don't think, because we're present there. I don't know what happens. Let's check. Oh, wait. We put the concealed token. But we only reveal it when we enter the room. So, we're never going back there. It'll be fine. Okay, we only get 3 actions. We're going to spend 1 to pick up this cooling canister. 2 to pick up all this scrap. And 3 to craft an incinerator. Because we got 4 scrap, we need 4... Oh wait, it doesn't cost us an action actually. So we can craft an incinerator for no actions. And we can also craft a flashlight for no actions. Because we're just really good with our hands. We got our incinerator, our flashlight. Feeling good. Guess who won a game of League? I was, as an auto-filled jungler that was 0 and 13. I feel like that means somebody got carried. But, you know. Okay, so we actually have 1 additional action, and we can move into this hallway. So that puts us 1, 2, 3 away from the alien. There's nothing else for us to do otherwise. What does the flashlight let us do? Whenever you lose morale, you reduce the amount lost by 1. May be used when it's not your turn. Okay. Cool. What's our encounter going to be? The alien is stalking us. He's going to move 3 towards the closest person. 1, 2. And then we're going to lose 3 morale. And that person's going to run 3 away. Resolving any things as they go. 1, 2, 3. By like a 30 kill Kale. Okay, if that's not a carry player, yeah, exactly. As carried as you can get. All right. Well, we survived. It's now Parker's turn. Let's revisit our objectives because I don't remember what they are. Drop 2 coolant canisters in the docking bay. Okay, so the docking bay is basically where the alien is right now. We don't have enough coolant canisters. I guess we do, but we could drop them there separately or something. Bring an incinerator to the airlock. That's also basically where the alien is right now. And bring a flashlight to the med bay. So we have the flashlight on Brett as well as an incinerator. He's just dilly-dallying over here and only gets 3 actions. So we're probably going to need to trade at some point. But we can make an additional incinerator. We can make an additional flashlight. Both of those are options. So let's pick up the scrap. That's 1 action. Let's find a scrap from the supply. That's a 2nd action. Let's craft an incinerator. Third action. And as a fourth action, let's pick up this coolant. And we're going to hope that the alien isn't going to come attack us right now. Order 937, crew expendable. The active crew member loses all scrap tokens. Well, good thing we made that incinerator. Shuffle all of these encounter cards back into the encounter deck. If Ash is in the ship and no crew member is with him, move him 2 spaces. He's going to move 1, 2. Every time we encounter him, we have to discard a scrap or lose 1 morale. If we're in the same space as him, he just hangs out and doesn't do anything. Okay. So, what are we going to do here? We don't have to go down here ever again. We got a cooling canister. We could go get this one. And then we would have enough alone to deal with the docking bay. I feel like that's not a horrible option. So 1, 2. We don't really need scrap other than this guy being nearby. We could peek at this encounter card. Let's do that. Let's peek at the encounter card. It's the airlock. That's not ideal, but not horrible. Okay, so we're just going to leave that there. We could put it on the bottom, but that's a fine one for us. We got one final action. We're just going to pick up the scrap. I don't know if it's useful, but it can't be bad. And then, oh, surprise, it's an airlock card. So the alien's camping at the top of the ladder, which presents some severe challenges for next turn. But we're going to worry about those later. And it's Brett's turn. So, he's got a ton of items. He's never going to be just 1 away, because even if he sprints, he can't make it that far. But he can go 1, 2. He's going to build a motion tracker with this 1 scrap. Which costs him no actions. And then he's just going to use it. So the motion tracker lets us reveal a concealed token up to 2 spaces away. If it's the alien, we put the alien there. Oh, look at that. It is the alien. So the alien's here. That Brett's got problems, but Parker doesn't. We get an additional action. So, what are we going to do? We got 2 actions left now. Or no, we got 1 action left. So we're just going to sit here. We're going to sit here and do nothing. The alien's closer to us and is going to move towards us, and we're just going to hope that that works out fine. All right. A little bit more scrap over here in hypersleep, along with a concealed token. And Parker's problem became Brett's problem. Fine, but it's Parker's turn. We can use our incinerator as long as we're within 3 spaces of the alien. So we can go up 1, use our incinerator. Where do we have to take the incinerator to? The airlock. Okay, we can use the incinerator. That sends the alien to its nest. It's 2 actions. And then 3, 4, there better not be an alien on this. There is not. Nice. All right. So, we have to bring an incinerator to the airlock. Done. We're done 2 of our 4 missions. And we saved Brett. Nice. Good evening, sir. Hey, welcome back. No one can hear you scream. That's right. In space, no one can hear you scream. Welcome back, Collect Angels. Nice to see you. All right, what do we got? Oh, okay. Well, this doesn't... We wasted our incinerator, effectively. We lost the signal. Place the alien in the nest. That's where he's at. Put a concealed token in each room where no crew members or concealed tokens are present. Shuffle all alien encounter cards back into the deck. This is the only one that we found so far, I think. No, stock or something was in here. All right, so the alien's going to slowly get... Not even slowly. There's not that many cards left. It's going to get nastier. All right, and we got to put a concealed token where nobody's present. Any room where nobody is present that doesn't have one. So the galley needs one. Suit storage. Ah. Oh, thank you, Marty. Why? Why is it always you? That one was like the instantaneous jump scare too. It's a random timer. The lights go out, and at some point between, I think, like 0 and 7 seconds or something, it does the jump scare thing. And it is a horrible sound. It is very flashy and bright. Why? Why is it always you? Anyway. Well played. Well played. Where the hell was I? I don't even know. There's one of these in maintenance. And there's one in the docking bay. Thank you, Martina. I like you so much. Okay. So. It's Lambert's turn. 2 coolant canisters. We want to make our way to... I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting. All right. We gotta get to the docking bay over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Either way is the same. We're gonna move 1.
Life was better when it was simple.
Because they're abusing their redeems. All right. I miss the Nintendo when the Nintendo was the best. Just the NES. I miss it. All right. We have a motion tracker. That means that we can reveal this if we want, which we're going to do. It's nothing. Perfect. That was 1 action. 2, 3. We're going to have to go through there somehow. 4. Nothing. Beautiful. Whoops. All right, what's our encounter? It's going to be horrible. The active crew member loses all scrap tokens. I didn't want them anyway. If Ash is in the ship and no crew member is with him, move him 2 spaces. So that sucks. We just lost all of our scrap. Ash is going to move here and encounter this scrap. It's gone. Move here, and we need to discard a scrap or lose a morale. We don't have a scrap to discard, so we lose a morale. Thank you, Ash. I hate your guts. Okay. So Brett, he's the guy with the flashlight. We have to bring a flashlight to the med bay. We might as well just get him to sprint. He only has 3, which sucks. We could go trade and give the flashlight to Lambert. That's probably worth it. Oh, we can't. I don't know if it actually makes a good any functional difference. Whatever. We'll just go 1, 2, 3. Fine. You know what? 1, 2, and we'll use our motion tracker here. No alien. Easy. All right, what do we get? Oh, the alien is stalking us. Fabulous. It's going to move 3 spaces towards the closest guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we get to choose which way the alien goes. We got to do stuff over here, so let's have him move that way. All right, it's Parker's turn. Parker's got nothing exciting to do. We got to take flashlight to the med bay. And we got to drop 2 coolant canisters in the docking bay. He could drop 1, I guess. He can pick up this scrap. 1, 2, 3, and he can drop one of these. Bonk. Done. Oh, we had back-to-back stock cards. That's suboptimal. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. We're gonna lose 3 morale. And we gotta run 3 spots. 1, 2, 3. Damn. That sucks. Brett's looking like he's dead. So we're gonna drop a cooling canister. Boom. That's 1 action. Two, 3. No, 2. And we're gonna use our motion tracker. 3. Oh, alien's there. So we get an extra action. We have 2 more actions left. That kind of saved us. And I think we just strategic retreat over to here. Yeah, we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 morale left. If we lose our 7 morale, we're dead. I need to try this. It's very cool. Yeah, it's a fun, like a thematic game. They did a good adaptation of it, actually. You know, most partners have much more emotion in their voice when telling their partner they like them very much. Come on. Come on now. Come on. That's not fair. All right. Please don't be another stock card. Oh, no, it's a hunt card. Okay. So the alien's going to move 2 spots. Should an officer expire during active deployment, refer to mother for task distribution. Okay, 1, 2. It is Brett's turn. Brett is going to use his incinerator because he is 1, 2, 3. We're going to just, he's going to aim very carefully, not scorch these guys, and the alien gets sent to the nest. That's 1 action. Two, 3 actions. Parker can pick up the flashlight and walk to the med bay next turn. All right. Alien's licking his wounds. There's a ton of scrap in the garage. Oh, that's the workshop. Whoops. There's a ton of scrap in the garage where we are never going. And we are happy. It's Parker's turn. He's going to trade. He's going to take that flashlight off of his friend, Brett. That's 1 action. 2, 3, 4. He's in the med bay with a flashlight. That is our final initial objective. We're almost crazy. We got just a little bit of morale left, but we did it. We get to reveal our final mission. Working in deep space presents unique challenges. Cooperation is key to returning home in one piece. Escape the Narcissus. Okay. Place all discarded coolant canisters into equipment storage. That is a common theme that happened last time as well. Drop 1 coolant canister in the docking bay for each crew member. So 3. And the crew must have a cat carrier and incinerator in inventory. So we need everybody, all crew members, assemble in the docking bay. So we need everyone in the docking bay. We need at least 3 coolant canisters dropped there, but they don't have to be on the unique members. And we got to have a cat carrier, which we don't currently have. But the cat carrier only costs 1 scrap to craft. So not too tough to get to. All right. Almost Crazy was my nickname in high school. I don't want to talk about that. Okay. The alien is hunting us. I feel like the deck has a significant number of these alien cards now because they get shuffled back in and other things don't. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he's just gonna hang out here, ready to come kill us. What could go wrong? Okay, I have a coolant canister. The docking bay is right there. All the other coolant canisters are down here. Brett's not going to go get the coolant canisters. He's going to get this scrap. We're going to avoid Ash because that just reduces our morale. We don't have any clever way of dealing with the alien, so we're just sprinting down towards these coolant canisters. Maybe we just go 1, drop, 2, 3, 4. Can't hurt to have that already there. Alien's going to come attack Brett almost for sure. He is. Sucks to suck. So alien comes up here. We're going to lose 2 more morale. And we have to run 3 spaces. Well, I guess we're coming down this way. And we're not getting that scrap after all. Parker can always just build the cat carrier. He's got enough right now. So, no big deal. Okay. Morale's looking low. It's Brett's turn. 1, 2, 3. He's got a coolant canister. He's happy. The active crew member loses all scrap tokens. If Ash is on the ship and no crew member is with him, move him 2 spaces. Well, he will move towards the nearest scrap, in fact, because that is closer than the crew members. But then we're just going to shuffle this back in. Shuffle all order 937s. Did I skip that earlier? I don't think so. No. Are these just supposed to go on the bottom? I wonder. No, it goes in a discard. Okay, so the deck just gets slowly crappier and crappier. And then presumably... What happens if the deck runs out? I don't think it says anything. All right, I assume we shuffle then. Okay. Is it actually good to send the alien back to the nest? We could use the incinerator, then it's gone, it's used up. And the alien's here. But is that actually helpful to us? I'm not sure that it is. It might be. It might be. We need more coolant canisters. We only need 1. Only one of these 2 characters has to go down there. The hell? Why do I hear tapping on the wall? Like a bird? An enormous bird crawling on, like a huge magpie or something? I don't know. Okay. Let's use the incinerator. The alien's back in the nest. It's 1 action. 2, 3, 4. Head down that way. Actually, no. 2, 3, and we'll craft a cat carrier. It costs us 1. We'll put it in our inventory. And this guy can just hang out over there. The incinerator is gone, though. It's out. I'm going to just assume that we can't craft another one because that seems too abusable. All right, what do we get? Active crew member loses all scrap tokens. If Ash is in the ship, he moves 2 Okay, so he's over here, and we lose one more morale. Fabulous. That's what I wanted to have happen. I mean, the alien not moving is really useful for us. And now he just kind of sits there and we observe him. As long as we're watching him, he's not going to steal scrap. We don't have to pay any costs or whatever. Life's a little easier for us. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, he already had a coolant canister. We got more than enough. All right, whatever. Well, the alien's stalking us. Fabulous. It's going to move 3. 1, 2, 3. This feels like good timing to just use that last incinerator. Pop that alien right back to the nest as one action. 2, 3. Each crew loses 1 scrap. If Ash is in the ship, move him 2 spaces. I think Ash is being observed, so he just sits there. No big deal. It's Parker's turn. Parker's going to just observe Ash. Sit here. He can add 1 scrap to his inventory once per turn. He's just going to do that. And then he's just going to sit there. Meet me in the infirmary. The active crew member moves to the med bay. And then Ash, I think, will come here and grab this scrap because that's the closest thing to him. That's kind of a downer. All right, Lambert, you're up. You got 4 actions. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's make it to the docking bay. We're almost there. We're almost there. Return the alien to the nest. Place a concealed token in each room where no crew or concealed tokens are. Shuffle all alien things. Oh my god, all alien cards back into the encounter deck. Okay, so the good news is we're only going to actually have to deal with like 1 of these concealed tokens, which is going to be this one. There's a bunch elsewhere. They're unlikely to matter. The bad news is that we're supposed to shuffle these. I'm interpreting this as the deck is supposed to get more and more stacked with annoying alien cards. You know, it gets worse and worse. So our deck of encounter cards is 2 cards. One of these is that annoying order one, which is going to screw us up. And then we're just going to shuffle these other 6 alien cards back in there. I was hoping we were going to like turn this over or something, but I think that this is just supposed to make us die, basically. Right? I don't think we ever actually... We never get these quiet cards back. We just get screwed. So... that's unfortunate. All right. It's time to just sprint. We're just going to assume that this is a good tile. It's fine. There's nothing in the docking bay. Surely the alien isn't waiting for us there. One, two, three. It's fine. No, he is waiting for us there. No, we're going to die. Shit. Okay. Well, the good news is we got 2 morale left before we lose the game. The alien is here, where, you know, the place where we need to go. And we get to run 3 away. One, two, 3. But we don't have to do an encounter card this time. Unfortunately, the alien is camping in the frickin' spot. We can run into him and lose 2, but then we just run away. So that doesn't help us. It's Parker's turn. We're probably just going to lose the game this turn because the alien's almost assuredly going to come here and kill us. And I don't think there's anything that we can do about it. We can make a grapple gun, but we would need 3 scrap, and we only got 1. We can have 2. We can just find 1, and we'll have 2. But 2 isn't 3. So I think we're just pooched. All right. We got to get the alien out of there somehow. We got to lure it out. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. This better not be an alien thing. It isn't. Trombone, thanks for that lurk. Yay, Team Alien. Nice, nice, nice. Appreciate you. 4. I think we're probably dead here. Each crew loses 1 scrap. If Ash is in the ship, move him 2 spaces. Oh, now Ash is also hanging out with the alien. But we survived, I suppose. We can look at the top card of the encounter deck. That's bad. This is an insta-lose card. So we're going to put it down here. Probably, like, half the deck is insta-lose cards. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just looping around. I don't know how this is ever going to help us. Four. We're gonna run down there. We're gonna run down into the depths. What could go wrong? Okay. Ash is gonna move 2 spots towards the closest person. Whatever, 1, 2. And we're gonna shuffle all order 937 cards back into the deck. That actually seeds the deck with a lot of stuff that doesn't immediately kill us. So that was kind of a huge win. But the alien is still in our way, which is kind of a big problem. Okay, so we're going to go 1, 2 and reveal this motion tracker. It was fine. That's everything. That's our whole turn on Lambert. I think there's a world where the alien resets here and we survive. Oh! Alien, lost the signal. Return the alien to the nest. Place a concealed token. Oh shit, well we just revealed them. We just got rid of them. Okay. That's bad. Shuffle all alien cards back into the deck. Well, they're all in here except for that one. So, back to work. We all love the stream. Oh, all love to the stream, rather. Well, thanks for dropping in, Jack. Briefly. Hope work is going well. New job. Always good. Okay, so it's Lambert's turn. We just got to get back to that docking bay, man. We can use the motion tracker. Okay, so there's nothing there. That's big. I think we don't want to deal with Ash or this, so we're going to all run this way. So, we got 3 moves left. 1, 2, 3. We just got to get all 3 characters here. We're really close, but of course that's really close to the alien nest, and most of these cards are brutal. The active crew member moves to the med bay. If Ash is in the ship and no crew member is with him, move him 2 spaces. He's going to move here. We're going to lose 1 morale. If that happens one more time, we lose the game. But moving to the med bay didn't ruin our turn, or like didn't make things any worse for us. We were basically at the med bay anyway. Is Brett's turn. Oh, I mean, we could go this way. It's shorter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could get there this turn if we go that way. But if we reveal any of these as the alien, we just die. We insta-die. Right? We're going to be conservative. We're just going to go this way. 1, 2, 3. The alien is on the hunt. It's gonna move too. Yeah. Okay, it's Parker's turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're almost there. The alien's on the hunt. Shit. 1, 2. Hey, look. The alien's right in front of us again. Ugh. I think we just lose. We're gonna go stand quietly here and politely hope that the alien leaves. We're gonna, you know, like, you're in a social situation and you're just sort of like looking at somebody like you're, you know, just a little disappointed and like, oh, come on, really? We're giving him that sort of energy and hoping that he just runs away. Because basically we either top deck the alien goes back to the nest card here, or we lose the game. So let's see. And then there was 3. Yeah. Each crew loses 1 scrap. If Ash is on the ship, blah, blah, blah. Okay. We don't care. If Ash catches us, we also lose. It's Brett's turn. Brett is going to come join us here. He can use the motion tracker to reveal that. I guess so, you know, she could have as well. Okay, all 3 of us were collectively gazing. We're shaming the alien. We're trying to go. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? We did it. We'll probably still lose, but we lost the signal. The alien goes back to the nest. We put a concealed token in every room. All right. We shuffle all the alien cards back into the deck. The deck gets extra spicy again. The infirmary, the order 937 ones are out. It's basically all alien cards that move at 2, 3 spots. Any of those hit us, we're dead. But the 3 of us gazing aggressively shamed the alien away. All right. Parker is going to trade for some cooling things, move, and drop them. Okay, we have all the coolant there. We just need to assemble in there. We need to get 2 turns. We just need to make it 2 turns. If we activate Ash, we lose. If the alien catches us, we lose. The alien's hunting for us. Not even close. All right. Lambert is going to just... Oh, you know what? I never revealed this. Ah, shit. I should have done that on Parker's turn. We take 2 morale damage, we lose. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Alien comes. Nom, 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 nom. We're dead. Our morale is 0. The crew has been lost. We didn't. We failed. We failed. All right. Damn. That was close. I did feel a little gamey, you know, but I suppose if I was enclosed in a ship and trying to avoid an alien, I might be, and I like doing some, like with the med bay here and whatever, we might be doing some you know, run around shit. That's not crazy. It's not a crazy idea. This worked actually really effectively in terms of escalating the tension. You just never get these other cards back in the deck. I'm interpreting the rules that way. I mean, at no point did this deck never ended up empty, right? I don't think it could, because there's always a shuffle those back in. It's just the order 937s and aliens now. That's it. And all of those were really bad for us. Like the 937 ones sometimes gave us a little bit of a pause so that we're not immediately, you know, getting eaten by an alien. But Ash, if we were playing without Ash, this would have been an easy win, right? We lost at least a third of the morale because of that. So, yeah. Almost. I think this did a good job recreating the setting of Alien. It was pretty fun. This isn't like the most clever game I've ever played by any means, but you know, it was fun. It was interesting. I don't think I'm going to play it again. I think I'm going to wrap up now. It is Thanksgiving. I do have places to be this evening, so I think this is probably it for the stream for today. But I was pleasantly surprised by this. This is a like inexpensive game. IP. Honestly, I feel like my thoughts on games based on IP are changing. I feel like generally that's because the nature of the games is changing, right? I've played lots of games based on video game IP and like other, you know, movies and whatnot that are actually not terrible, right? So I still think I'd be like wary of any IP based game. Just like it's probably not gonna be good because it's based on something. But it used to be the case that it was always like these quick cash grabs, like crappy Harry Potter games that are basically like Monopoly or something like that with some actor's face on them in order to sell games. And I feel like we're slowly moving away from that. You know, they're not all bad, which is cool. As far as Nemesis being the better Alien game, I mean, Nemesis is a lot more game than this, right? It's definitely Nemesis is fun. I've played Nemesis a bit, not a ton. I've always enjoyed it. It definitely also captures the like vibe of, you know, that in space no one can hear you scream kind of thing. Nemesis is enjoyable. I don't know that Nemesis is, I think, if I recall, Nemesis can be played solo, which seems weird to me. It's definitely it's a good game. It's enjoyable for sure. But it's also, like a lot more expensive, a lot more rules heavy. It's not crazy, but yeah. Anyhow, this was fun. I had a blast. I'm glad that I played this. As far as the rest of October goes, actually, how many? Let me like pull up the calendar here real quick. I cannot use that mouse to control my laptop. One of these days I will learn it. Maybe. So I got 2 Sunday streams left in October. Halloween is on a Friday. Maybe I'll stream late on the Friday after I got Halloween stuff to do with my kids, you know? But maybe after that's concluded, I could stream the Friday. I'll think about that. I'm not going to commit to that, but that's a strong maybe, you know? So, anyways, we got a couple other spooky streams. I think I'd like to play Subterra. So I played Subterra last time. I know we talked about this very briefly at the end of stream last time. Subterra is a fun game to play with like Blacklight, which I'd done the last time I played it. So I think I'd like to give that another try. It's a little bit more involved for setup, but fun. Kind of interesting vibe. So I think I'll give that a whirl. And other options, we got Final Girl, we got Mansions of Madness. Apparently dungeon crawlers are not spooky enough, so maybe we'll just avoid those. Nemesis is an option too, I suppose. So anyways, we got a handful of spooky games left. We got Ghost Stories. I don't think it's thematically spooky, but it's literally called Ghost Stories. I can't think of an activity that is more inherently spooky than telling a ghost story. So yeah, lots of choices. At the very least, we got 2 more Sunday streams, and then one of which is going to be Subterra. Maybe I'll do Subterra next week. I'll just plan to do that next week. And that gives me an opportunity the black lights and stuff are sitting right there, but I kind of got to mess around with the camera to get it like to work in an appreciable sort of way. So I'll give that a whirl, and maybe I'll even fix the quote bot so that Trombone, doesn't feel so disappointed in me. Still disappointed, but like incrementally less. The Blacklight, yes. Subterra is like exactly what it sounds like. It's like a subterranean crawl game, and everything in the game glows, and you can play it under a blacklight, and for the vibe, which I think is fun and appropriate for. It's not Halloween per se, but it's like you're trapped in a creepy glowing cave. That feels right. Thanks for that follow, by the way. Appreciate you. Lights are very crunchy. I'm not sure how to interpret that, but sure. All right, let's see if there is a decent raid target for us today. There's a challenge in the board game space. Oh, Panda. Amanda Panda's on. Let's raid her. Easy. Oh, she's playing Witchcraft. I've played Witchcraft on stream here before. In fact, it's right there. Witchcraft is, I was so stoked for. There's a game called Resist that I played on stream and loved. And Witchcraft is the same game system, but like in a more kind of Salem witchcrafty vibe. A fantasy theme instead of one about being like guerrilla resistance. I thought like from a theme perspective, love Witchcraft like superior from a theme. Martina, it was you, wasn't it? It was you. Oh, was it? It was Deco. How could you? Anyways, Witchcraft was a superior theme, but I didn't like the game as much as I liked Resist. It felt a little less tense. I don't remember exactly why, but it was definitely a thing. Anyways, thank you for the stream. Have a great rest of your day. Appreciate you, Allison. Nice to see you in chat. And it was to save my ears from the monologue. Okay, we're gonna go raid now. I hear you. Oof. Let's go raid Amanda Panda. She is playing Witchcraft. Fun board game streamer. She was in chat a little while ago. At the very least, we can show up and give her a follow and see if what we think of Witchcraft. So with that, thanks so much for being here. I will see you guys next Sunday for some Subterra in the Dark.